What if I told you that Google's newest AI model just shattered the leaderboard, leaving GPT 4.5 and Claude in the dust? How did Gemini 2.5 pull off the biggest performance leap in chatbot history? Why is everyone suddenly calling it the smartest AI ever made? And what can you actually do with it right now that wasn't possible just last week? Buckle up, because this isn't just another upgrade. It might be the start of an AI arms race that changes everything. The shocking leap. Let me take you back to something wild that happened just a few days ago. Overnight, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Google's new AI model, rocketed to the top of the LMSYS chatbot arena with a record-breaking 40-point lead. That's not just a win, that's a mic drop. GPT 4.5, Claude 3, even Grok 3, all left behind like they were stuck in last year. Prediction markets went nuts. On Polymarket, Gemini's chances of winning jumped from 12.6% to a staggering 94%. Basically, flipping the script on the entire leaderboard overnight. Meanwhile, Grok 3 nosedived from 83% to a humiliating 4%. People weren't just surprised, they were confused. How did this model come out of nowhere and dominate so fast? Here's the twist. It didn't come out of nowhere. What actually is Gemini 2.5? Okay, so remember Gemini 2.0? That version introduced this idea of thinking before speaking. Basically, instead of instantly blurting out a reply, the model would pause and reason things out first. Gemini 2.5 takes that idea and supercharges it. Google has upgraded the model's core engine, refined its training with deep context learning, and quietly tested an internal version nicknamed Nebula. Now, that test version, that's the one that just crushed the competition. The crazy part? This isn't even the final form. Google confirmed that every future model will use this deep reasoning-first framework. So what we're seeing now is just the foundation of a bigger shift in AI design. Real-world power. What Gemini 2.5 can actually do. This is where things get spooky good. People are out here building full web apps from a one-line prompt. No libraries, no scaffolding. Just make me a side-scrolling dinosaur game. And boom, fully playable code. Zero setup. Someone else asked Gemini 2.5 Pro to generate clean, scalable SVG icons, and it nailed it. Something that stumps even top-tier AIs. Then there's Reddit. One user tested Gemini 2.5 on a brutal pattern recognition puzzle. It solved it in 15 seconds. Grok and Claude couldn't even finish. That's the thing, Gemini 2.5 doesn't just sound smart, it acts smart, especially in long, multi-turn conversations or complex tasks. The kind of stuff most AIs struggle to follow through on. This model handles it with clarity. The hidden weapon, context. So what's the secret sauce? Context. Massive, ridiculous context. Gemini 2.5 has a 1 million token context window. That means it can remember and reason through entire books, hours of conversation, or thousands of lines of code, without losing track. But here's the kicker. Google's already working on pushing that to 2 million tokens. That's mind-blowing. It's like having a co-pilot who never forgets anything, no matter how far back you scroll. Imagine feeding it a legal document, a full transcript, your YouTube video script, your edit notes, and a rough storyboard. And it not only keeps up, but gives you polished suggestions. That's the kind of memory that turns AI from a helpful assistant into a real creative partner. Multimodal superpowers. Now let's talk about how Gemini 2.5 thinks. It's natively multimodal. That means it can understand text, images, audio, video, and code all in one go. Say you're a developer building an app. You drop in a screenshot, a user report, an error message, and some source code, and Gemini 2.5 actually gets it. All of it. No need to jump between tools or prompt hacks. It connects the dots on its own. This isn't just helpful, it's revolutionary. It means smarter workflows, better automation, and tools that genuinely understand your work, not just your words. For creators, coders, and researchers, it's like unlocking a whole new level. By the numbers, is it really the smartest AI? Let's break it down. Gemini 2.5 Pro is topping some of the hardest benchmarks out there. On the AIME 2025 math test, it's beating models that used to dominate. On GPQA, a brutal science reasoning test, it's pulling ahead. Even on humanity's last exam, yes, that's a real benchmark designed to push AI to its limits. Gemini 2.5 scored 18.8%, without needing any external tools or voting hacks. That might not sound like much, but in that context, it's state-of-the-art. The goal here isn't just to sound smart, it's to be reliable, especially for tasks that involve logic, science, and creative reasoning. And Gemini is finally starting to close that gap. What's still missing? Now let's be real, it's not perfect. Some users have said that Gemini 2.5 can fumble simple tasks or give bad outputs on the first try, but usually a quick prompt tweak or a second attempt gets it back on track. Sound familiar? That's because every top AI model has these hiccups. GPT-4.5, Claude, Grok, they all need a little finesse. But the key is how quickly and accurately the model rebounds, and Gemini's rebound rate? Pretty impressive. One feature people are still waiting on is Canvas support for visual workflows. Think AI whiteboards, flowcharts, and creative layouts. It's not here yet, but with how fast Google's moving, it's probably coming soon. Why now? Why so fast? So, why did Google go this hard on Gemini 2.5? Two reasons. First, competition. Open source projects like DeepSeek are gaining traction fast. Their models are delivering shockingly good results with way less compute. Second, Google's secret weapon, custom TPUs. Their hardware lets them train and deploy these giant models way faster and cheaper than the competition. That's how they're able to offer a 1 million token model for free in AI Studio. And speaking of which, yes, you can try Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental right now. Just log into AI Studio or the Gemini app. Heads up though, it might still default back to 2.0 in some regions or setups, and VPNs have been helpful for some users. The rollout's still underway, but access is growing fast. Meanwhile, at OpenAI, and just when you thought things couldn't get spicier, OpenAI entered the chat. Sam Altman dropped a teaser of GPT 4.0's next visual update, and it's wild. Multi-turn image generation is now a thing. You can chat with the model to iterate on designs, change the style, tweak characters, fix details, all in conversation. It now handles structured diagrams, text inside images, even symbolic layouts. And for the first time, it can accurately place 10 to 20 distinct objects in a scene. Think comics, product design, educational infographics. It's all fair game. Even Altman said he didn't believe the results were AI made when he first saw them. That's how real they looked. Bonus drop. Education 2.0. Oh, and here's one last gem you might have missed. A new tool called Manus A. I just launched an all-in-one learning platform that's like Codecademy on steroids. You can build a full fast API course end-to-end in minutes. The real standout? Anki card generation. You feed it info, it spits out spaced repetition flashcards, downloadable and ready to go. If you're a student, teacher, or course creator, this is next-level learning optimization. Gemini isn't just smart, it's evolving. So here's what we've uncovered. Gemini 2.5 Pro didn't just level up. It redefined what we expect from AI. It's faster, smarter, more contextual, and more creative. And most importantly, it's ready for real work. This isn't a toy anymore. Gemini 2.5 is a serious production-grade tool, and it's only going to get better. What excites you more? Gemini's 2 million token context window, or GPT 4.0's design-on-demand visuals? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the AI curve, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.